Hello, family. Hello, this is the Queen Who cares for you. And I hope this video catch everybody in a great, it's about, I think, 9:30 or going on 10 o'clock in my parts of the town. You know, I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. But I hope this video catch you guys in a great mood. Y'all had a wonderful, beautiful day today. Everything went the way you guys wanted to go. Everything was going in you guys' favor, and you was surrounded by positive people doing positive things, and your environment was great, and you just had a fantastic day, and the favor of the universe was blessed upon you. And I was being lazy again. Didn't want to get on him because I was tired. I had a doctor appointment day, and but it went well. I finished early, and I came home and started doing some things, running some errands. Didn't get back home until about 4 or 5, but I did take care of what I had to take care of, and I did wanted to do some little, went to do some little Halloween run around decoration, and I'm sitting here drinking me some tea and found this little nice little cup at Frost today, and I love it. It's really cute, and it says 100% that witch. 100% that witch. Huh. Cute, cute, cute. I think it's a really nice. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. It said on both sides. I ain't missing off. And I tell you, I was looking for me some Halloween earrings. Couldn't find none nowhere. Went to Walmart. They didn't have much of nothing. They did have some nice costumes. They had a lot of kids costumes. They had a lot of adult costumes and a little this, a little that, but they still didn't have no Halloween accessories or nothing. And you know what? Every year they used to have all type of, and that maybe they just sold out of it. But I'm gonna try to dollar store, between the dollar store and Goodwill. I should come up with something. But I just hope that everybody is staying uplifted and encouraged. And my topic today, you know what? When I be looking, I love YouTube. YouTube is my favorite social media. I mean, I call it YouTube University. I mean, anything you want to learn, do whatever, you go on YouTube and you will find what you're looking for. Anything you want to fix your house, whatever the case may be, anything you want to do, you just go on YouTube and you can find what you're looking for. I tell you. So but I really do like this color. It really looks cute. It really does. But and you see all these YouTubers, they making videos about, finding love, and love is still possible at the times we're living in, and how to find your soulmate and all this. But you know what? That's good and all, because we was, I truly believe that we was created here to produce and to be, but to produce and have kids. I'll put it this way: if you is young and you don't have any kids or whatever, or maybe you just have one or two, or maybe you want to find somebody to settle down with and have kids, if you still can have them, if you still want them, nothing is wrong with that. But the road to just finding that right person is just, it's just a long journey. It's just a long journey. And I tell you, at my age, 59 years old, I done that, did that. I done did my debt to society. I have been married 3 times, and I have been married 3 times, and I had my kids, and right now I am happy in my singleness. And that's for sure. I am happy in my singleness. A lot of people, they give you the advantage of being married, but they don't never give you the advantage of being single. I mean, you ain't got nobody to try to please. You can get in your bed and go to sleep when anytime you want to. You ain't got to be trying to be coming home cooking up dinner. You ain't got to be having sex where you got to be, don't want to be bothered that the night. I am happy in my single. I can tell you that. I'm sure is. I am happy, happy, happy. I mean, like I say, I done did that. Even when I'm being approached by somebody, I just don't want to be bothered. I really don't. And like I say, 99% of the men you meet, they is not going to be the right ones for you no way. So I am too old to be going on that journey, trying to get to know you all over again. And you got to do it. Right now, if any man come in my life, they're going to have to do a hell of a job to try to impress me. I mean a hell of a job. A hell of a job to try to impress me. Because right now, I am not impressed. I just want to be by myself. I'm enjoying me, myself, and I am happy in my singleness. Now, I can actually say that. I'm happy in my singleness. I am happy. I listen to all these stories. You know, people been married for so long. I understand people, people, I hear people say they've been married for 40 years, 50 years, and all this kind of stuff. They done been married for a long time. But you know what? They sleeping in different rooms. They don't even much want to be bothered with the person they with. It might be for the kids. It might be for because they just can't afford to live apart. It might be for whatever reason that they need to be together. It just might be for oh, okay, we done built all this house and I done spent money in this house and all this. I'm not leaving. It's just for all different reasons. And people is not really happy together. They just tolerating together. They just surviving together. they not really living in love. They just tolerating each other. I done seen it. I done seen it from time to time. And they sleeping in different rooms and they driving separate cars and you going your way, I'm going my way, and we'll meet up in the middle. I tell you, I can't be bothered with that. I done been there, done that, and you know what? I just wanted to, I live the rest of my life uh, teaching the young women the experience that I have went through in my life. I just want to teach them and share my life experience with the audience out there and who want to, hey, just like Go Black say on his video, hey, you can pick up the nuggets, and if you can pick up the nuggets or kick the rest to the side or whatever. the gems, you can accept the gems, or the ones you don't want, you can toss them aside. But I'm here to share my life experience and everything, and just let y'all know that it's not everybody that want to be married. It's everybody. Marriage is not for everybody, Marriage, if you're not willing to put in that hard work, because marriage is hard work. Like I said, I've been married 3 times, and I tell you, you have to work. You can't just get married on that day. You have your little wedding or whatever the case may be, wear your little dress, looking pretty that day, and then think it's going to be Romeo and Juliet. No, you got to put work in. And if you ain't willing to put the work in that marriage, you might as well just stay single. Because marriage take work. You got to understand, you can't change that person, and that person can't change you. That's why I say you have to work on yourself first. You have to be comfortable in your own skin first. You have to love you first. You have to fall in love with yourself first before you can love anybody else. And I'm going to say it again. You have to love yourself first before you love anybody else. You can't expect that other person to make you happy. Oh, well, you know what? If I get with this person, I get with her, or I get with him, then they'll make me happy. No, you got to learn how to make your own self happy. You got to be happy with yourself first. You have to fall in love with yourself first. And then you'll be ready to for that special individual to come in your life. And we expect so much out of when we get in a relationship, we expect that person to do everything, but they got to treat us a certain way. They got to make us feel a certain way so we can feel love and all this kind of stuff. Y'all just got to get out of all that stuff. Because like I said, you got to be happy with yourself. You got to learn how to make your own self. And love, you got to love that person enough to, when they do stuff to get under your skin, no matter what they do to get under your skin, you got to still love them the same way. Well, you know what? I used to buy her breakfast, but she got on my nerve this morning. I usually buy him breakfast. I usually cook him breakfast or whatever, but he got on my nerves this morning. I ain't cooking no breakfast. Well, you know what? When you get married and your husband or your wife do something that get under your skin, you need to be doing the same thing you would do if you wasn't mad with them. You still got to show love. That's what true love is all about. Showing love when you don't even much deserve to be loved. And it's true. You know, you're walking around, nobody ain't speaking to each other and all this kind of stuff. That is that's not a good feeling. You're going to work, you're mad at each other, all this kind of stuff. You're going to bed mad and all this kind of stuff. You're just doing, you got to be willing to work. If your spouse do something, if your spouse do something, if your spouse do something, if your spouse do something that you don't like, y'all talk about it. Sit down like grown adults, which you are, and talk about it. And if your spouse love you enough and he want to see you happy, she want to see you happy, they would change it. They would change it. Now, I'm not saying that you're not trying to change the person, but say like maybe if okay, for instance, because this happened to me. I'm going to use the incident. Say like if you a man and you got a lot of friend women, every time you turn around, you got all these friend women you talking to daily, all on social media. You're on social media all the time. That was my last husband, all on social media. He was on social media all the time. On social media all the time. He had so many women friends. And then when I say something about it, he tells me, well, I know them before you, and if me and you break up, well, who I'm going to have and all that. See, that man didn't love me enough to change. He just, whatever he wanted. And this is a guy I met online, and I said I was going to get into my online relationship. I want to tell that story, and I haven't told it yet, but I'm going to tell that story soon. I just got to write it down, and I have to remember that particular content when I get ready to do another video, because I want to tell y'all that whole story, how it went down. But I met this guy online, and I was intrigued about, he lived it in another country, and I was intrigued about it. I just was so excited about, going out the country, going out the country, going out the country. And, I seen a lot of red flags. I did. I seen some red flags. I really did. Even when I went on that trip, I seen some red flags. But you know what? That's another thing. Us women, we see these red flags and we just ignore it because we want what we want. Now, I ain't gonna tell no lie. And y'all, it wasn't so much that I was in love with this man. I really wasn't. I ain't gonna tell no. I liked him, but I wasn't in love with him. He was all right. But I was more in love with the fact of going to another country. That's all I was. I ain't gonna tell no lie. But you know what? Let's say it backfired on me. Because it didn't work. Well, no, it probably didn't, because everything worked out for the good. But anyway, when I tell y'all the whole story, y'all can determine what happened. And please leave comments. Please, y'all got to leave some comments. Y'all don't never leave no comments. Please leave comments. I want to know what y'all thinking. And if it's topics that y'all would like me to touch on, just leave it in the comments. I don't mind, because it'll give me some contents to talk about, to share, and we can just, get together and just discuss different topics. And this is how we learn and grow from each other. That's what it's all about. But anyway, I seen the red flag, and I used to talk to him, and when I call him, I can just, I see, I can see in I can feel the energy, like he just got off the phone with somebody. When I used to be on WhatsApp, I see him online all the time. When I be on, and like me, I'm not a Facebook person, but when I do, his lights still on. He was on. He was constantly. When I tell you, and he put everything up there on Facebook. He put his whole life story on Facebook. He was a Facebook junkie. But when I confronted him about it, he just act like, it was just like, I was the problem. He was a narcissist too. A narcissist. I didn't know nothing about that. I had to read. After we broke up, I did some research on it. I read up on it, and that's just what he was. And a lot of these people we be dealing with in relationships, that's what they is. They narcissists, and we don't even much know it. It's a name for it. We wonder why people are acting a certain way, and we don't know why they acting that way. But it's a disorder. It's these people, it's all about them. They want what they want, and they don't really care about nobody else. And if you in a relationship, I'm just gonna break it down and make it short, cut through the crap. If you're in a relationship where something is really bothering you and you feel in your spirit and you know deep down in your soul and you in your intuition telling you it's wrong, and you talk to your spouse about it and this person don't want to change, they do not love you, they don't care, they just want what they want, they want to still, they want to be with you, but they still want to do what you're doing. If how can a person really truly love you and they don't want to change? You know, they and you doing something to hurt that person and they don't want to change. That's not, that's wrong, wrong, wrong. If you're in a relationship like that, don't even try to just get rid of, block and delete, get rid of these men. You know, and when, and y'all ladies, y'all out here dating, y'all see these red flags, y'all pay attention to these red flags, because these red flags is floating all around you. I say it all the time. We women, we see these red flags and we just, hey, oh, I want to be with him. He fine. Oh, goodness, he got money. He this and that. No, it's a problem. It's going to be a problem down the line. The relationship is not going to work because you ignore these red flags and you're going to think that you can change this man down the road and you ain't going to be able to change him. And the relationship is going, it's going to end anyway because you done let it went too far. Just like a woman, let a man hit on her. You let the man keep on hitting on you, hitting. I done been in that relationship too. You let the man keep on hitting on you, hitting. He gonna keep on doing it. He gonna keep on doing it. He gonna keep on doing it. You know, he gonna, until eventually he end up killing the person, killing the lady or whatever. We have to pay attention. Everything is, you get a warning before any discretion happen. The universe sends you a warning first. People just don't. They just don't. Just, you know, just decide to kill a person just like that. It's signs been there. They start beating on you and then it get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You know, if a man put his hand on you one time, you didn't. He put your hand one time, you need to be at that door. Block, delete, get rid of him quick, fast, in a hurry. You know, oh, I think he gonna change. This is a, now I'm finna give you a good, this is a good one I'm gonna give you right now. My nephew, he got a friend lady that her boyfriend is from Nigeria, and they living together. And she keep on talking, she calling my nephew every day, telling him, oh, he don't want to commit, he's not romantic, he's not this. She complaining about all the stuff that he's not. Now, mind me, I just found out my nephew, I said, well, why he don't want to commit? And my nephew said, well, he's still married. You mean to tell me that you living with a man that's still married? Wonder why. That's why he don't want to commit, because he probably still, in his mind, he probably just holding on to you and trying to work things out with his wife. He using you for that whatever purpose, and he over here probably going sleeping with his wife, telling her all kind of stuff, and he got you, he probably living free and no telling. And she calling my nephew every day, complaining, well, she is the darn fool, because it's no way that I'm going to stay with a man and he is married. And he married to another woman. That is crazy. Now, that's retarded. That's what I call retarded right there. Those women right there, they deserve to be cheated on, because they deserve the bad treatment. Because if you dumb enough to be staying with a man and you know he married and you crying, I told my nephew, and she calling you every day crying, I wouldn't even entertain her conversation, because her conversation is just foolishness. Oh, I'm gonna move on. You tell me, and then I asked my nephew, well, why she ain't moved on? And he tells me that she giving him a chance. Well, how long is this chance gonna lead to? You tell me how long this chance is gonna lead to. It can be years and years and years and years. You giving 3 months, you giving 6 months, then it turn into a year, and then another year and a year and year. Before you know it, your whole life over with. You done spent your whole life giving this man a chance. You done been used and abused. And he gonna move on to the next woman, and you gonna be left with nothing. This right here. This crazy. This is what I call. Now people using this word. This is crazy. No, it ain't crazy. No, it is. That's what I call it. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. Dumb. Hi, is you? Well, what the man say? Is you dumb or you just stupid? But anyway, I tell you, family, I was going to talk about my stones, but I'm going to have to talk about it tomorrow. Because I tell you, this conversation can go on and on and on, because it's some crazy women out here. They doing all kind of stuff. These men out here is running game. They is running game like never before. They're running games out here. It's men running game that you know nothing of. And y'all got to be careful. I told y'all in one of my early previous videos, y'all got to get notebook, pen, and paper on these men. Because if y'all going to be out here dating, y'all going to have to know y'all stuff, and y'all going to have to know it well. Just like if y'all go to college and y'all studying the subject, y'all going to have to study these men. If y'all want to be out here in the dating, y'all going to have to get y'all act together. Y'all going to have to be up on the game. Because they damn sure up on theirs. Because these majority of these men out here, they just looking for somebody to use and abuse. Trust me. But I tell you what, Queen Team, I ain't in that circle. Let me stay by myself. Like I said, I enjoy my company. I really do. I like going. I'm spoiled myself. Hey, do me. I go and buy myself anything I think I want. Any kind of car, if I want to drive, I can drive it. But I choose not to, because material things are not important to me. You know, hey, when I was a young woman, I wanted this car and that car and all that kind of stuff. You know, brand new car. But right now, that is not important to me. What important to me now is living my life, creating memories with my family and stuff, and being there for them, being supporting, and for me to be a example to the younger women out here in life. The things I went through, I want to share this with the world, and I want to be make a difference in their lives and stuff. So that's the most important thing for me right now. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. You know, I'm not going to even much go into all that. Hit the like button, subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. And you know what? This ain't much about money and all that, because the people be saying, oh, y'all YouTubers make money. Well, I ain't making no money. But I tell you what is important to me is trying to get my message across, because that's the most important thing. That is going to leave a lifelong memory and legacy. That's what it's all about. So y'all enjoy y'all night. Y'all have a good night, a good rest, sweet dreams, and just, hey, put this sugar cube in your tea and sip on it, and each one teach one. Peace, love, and happiness. A queen who cares.